Okay, it's time to record some references.
I'm strictly the nightmare type.
This looks like a good stuff. Okay, I actually got some stuff. Which is no surprise, because this is the kind of country that has perfect references for horror movies. I mean, like, you see what I'm talking about? Do you see what I'm talking about? Can you see it? Can you see this? So yeah, now going for the groceries, and then we'll start painting. Well, this is helpful. Jumping out of the balcony and going straight to work. 100% paint sauce. It's from United States, I figure. Wow. That is harsh. Oh my god, still harsh. Let's paint. I think he still looks like your average zombie guy. Maybe give him a more menacing and predatory gaze in the eyes and facial expression and body pose. Also kind of reminds me of Freddy Krueger naked. Like, I will fix it a little bit, but not too much. I don't think this issue deserves to repaint the whole thing. Although, don't get me wrong, I would totally do that if that would be necessary. I just really think it doesn't. Maybe the face a little bit, like having an angry face. I guess it would make sense to make him a bit more aggressive when he's on the hunt. But generally, what's interesting about SCPs, what I like about them, they are not exactly like demons or something. They're like phantoms, some kind of paradoxes in the world, paranormal activity. They're not exactly creatures that are angry at someone, they are just what they are. If he's hunting, it doesn't mean that he's angry or anything. He's just doing that because that's what happened in this universe at this point. But still, I feel like this guy deserves to be a bit more attacking looking in this particular situation when he's hunting, since he is hunting, right? He needs to be more covered in mucus, but other than that, he looks good so far. Okay, yeah, more mucus. I actually was thinking about it. I was adding some of these black streaks of goo where it was safe to add them, so I wouldn't have to jump around them all the time. But yeah, there will be more, obviously. Add him a jacket. Yeah, that's actually a thing, right? In all the game and whatever, and I think in the description as well, they say that SCP-106 has a black or brown jacket with 4 white buttons. It has more in here. Someone else in the comments also said that it needs to have 4-button jacket. Yeah, this is very accurate, as we can see. LOL. Some other comments said it needs to have hair, white and dark hair. I don't see any white and dark hair on any of the pictures. Again, maybe that wasn't the description, but I'm not sure. I don't remember that. Again, if he's constantly rotting and he's emerging from the wall right now in here, and more old looking, we haven't added any wrinkles or anything yet. Okay, got it. Let's start with the jacket. Let's make him a bit more angry, at least in the face. Since he's just going through the wall, maybe the pose wouldn't be all that angry, but the face, why not? Maybe add some of the hair that is kind of appearing on his head. This is the kind of stuff that'll look pretty cool in the painting. Let's make sure that the torso and the legs are actually working together, because right now they're kind of like separate. They're misplaced. So yeah, that's about it. Now for the references. I really like this shot, just some elements of textures and whatever. This is kind of interesting, although it's all covered in ads as usual. But still, you know, the cords, the pipe, all these wire boxes, they look cool. And just all the messed up paint everywhere and stuff like that is really cool. This is the kind of stuff that I was looking for, just what to paint in areas where there shouldn't be anything really. Like in our case, we just have a corner, but you know, there should be something on these walls, even though there's literally nothing on them. So yeah, this is really good. In here is just the wall. I don't know, I just like the way it looks. Again, exactly the thing I need. The wall that is literally just an empty wall, but what is an empty wall? This is just beautiful, this is for inspiration. This thing... Well, yeah, this is a good corner, by the way, right? It's even more empty and it has a lot of stuff going on. Some kind of thick cable with, I assume, wires inside, like many different wires. A lamp with a stolen light bulb. Classic. Okay, let's start. Okay, so here we go. I'm trying to make his nose look more like a nose and not like a, you know, the skull hole. Because it's supposed to be a black nose, actually. And I know it looks like a hole in the beginning. Maybe it's not exactly bad, but I want the actual nose. I need to work on that highlight a bit more. But yeah, I added one wire here, the box with the wires over here from the references, black jacket with white buttons. Actually looks really cool with the jacket, like you totally know who you're looking at with this thing. It's like really a recognizable detail. What else? Moved the lag a little bit, like redirected it a bit here. Maybe should move this one as well a bit more. Adding more goo everywhere. Also, I like these semi-dark spots. It kind of looks like the actual beginning of the rotting. Like first there are just like oily gross spots going on and then they turn into black thing. So it looks kind of like more real, I don't know. So synced him a bit more into the wall. Maybe this is too much, I'm not sure. Still have to rethink this a little bit. Some hair, some wrinkles on the face. Also made him a bit more angry with the eyebrow. Kinda looks more like an old man right now. But yeah, I still need to think more on this. Kinda feel like I need to take a break right now and have a dinner or something, because I'm feeling a bit lousy. And then we'll continue. Let's continue. So I looked at it with a fresh eye, and I want to fix the angles of the walls and the ceiling. I fixed the ceiling a little bit before, but this wall, it kind of, there, it deviates quite a lot. So let's fix that and then search a bit more on the guy. I think he needs to be a lot blacker, a lot more black. Someone in the comments said that he looks too colorful, like he shouldn't be like that. And that makes sense, right now he's just a rotten zombie still. And the main reason for that is because 106 is supposed to be all rotting and whatever, so he shouldn't be of skin color in any way. So I may alter that with some curves or something and then move on with the making things just darker. And on top of that we'll apply some more stuff from the references, I suppose. So yeah, let's finish this. I decided to apply one of these tools of Painstorm Studio. What is it called? I don't know, this vanishing point thing. It has a bunch of features, like we can snap to the guides to actually use it as a ruler, but that's not what I need. I just need a visual guidance to see the perspective, so we'll make it a lot more consistent in the way that these lines should actually follow the perspective of vanishing point. That is, like, the vanishing point is vertically aligned to the head basically now. So all these lines, this will go like this instead of going straight. That will give us a lot stronger feeling of actually looking upwards instead of just, you know, awkwardly skewing this angle, but everything else is kind of straight. That's what happens when you really don't follow any geometry. So this is a good timing to apply this to actually straighten things up properly. Oh yeah, this is looking really cool. I actually started to apply some of the broken paint from the wall around the areas where the SCP is coming out of it. So now it looks like he's actually coming out of the wall, breaking through the paint, kind of. Well, not really. The point is that paint doesn't really rot, so it will most likely fall off before it will rot. So that's what is going on. It feels kind of more legit, you know? I'm gonna do a lot more of that. And maybe think on other materials' behavior as well. Like in here, I actually decided to rust into this metal box, and before I rust it, I had to break the paint and then drop the shadow from the paint, and only inside of the dark part I could add the orange color of the rusting metal. Kind of looks legit. So yeah, let's move on in this direction. Done! This is it. SCP-106 emerging from the wall in a Ukrainian building. Maybe. Yeah, I think it turned out really impressive in the end. Oh yeah, especially when I get to see it with a fresh eye, when I mirror it. It actually works really well with the lighting and everything. So it's about an hour and a half of work today, and I think less than an hour yesterday. And we have this guy. Ew. So this is the progress from yesterday to today. Yeah, a lot darker. Really hard to make a good focal point on his face with contrast, since he's dark and everything that he's emerging from is supposed to be black. So that was quite a problem, but that may make a part of his charm. You guys tell me in the comments if there's still something wrong or something that's really off painting-wise. I may change something, but that probably won't get into any episode or anything. There will be a final result on my Patreon page, I can give you that. I hope this looks like a pretty legit 106. Also, it actually looks a lot like Ghosts from Silent Hill 4. I don't know who was inspired by whom, but they have one common feature, is the appearance from the wall. As I was working on this, I really felt like, wow, this is really close to Silent Hill 4 Ghost. But yeah, aside from some resemblance of how he appears, other than that, he's really different actually. Wow, all these drops of goo that are creating these vertical lines that are following the geometry, they really work well. Like, creating these dynamics in a way. Also, some of the falling bits of paint I added falling off. I don't know, he feels like he is all in motion, like he is appearing. At least that's what I feel about it. I don't know. Does it feel like it's actually dynamic? I hope so. But yeah, this is it for this episode. Tell me what you think. And I thank you for watching if you did. I guess you did if you're here. Leave a like and subscribe. Tell a friend. Look for good references. Do whatever you want. And I will see you in the next one. Bye. My God. You look like Donald Trump's Twitter.